We're going to be talking about trees and reflective roofs and what the connection might be between the two, the cooling that they provide. We're going to be speaking today with Professor Dev Niyogi from the University of Texas Jackson School of Geosciences. Professor Niyogi, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
And I have a few questions that I'd like to ask you. Now, you have recently done a study on trees in the Houston area, and this is a word that I'm having a difficult time pronouncing, photovoltaic.
That is correct.
Over Austin and other cities. What were these studies designed to determine?
So, one of the things people have been looking into is there are pockets within the city which are much warmer than the rest of the city. And we have seen that they are also the pockets which have relatively less tree cover. And so, considering increasing the tree cover is one of the solutions that they're thinking. And then there's the other challenge, which is that if you have the trees, you will need water. So, you will need energy. So, can you put solar cells, photovoltaic cells on the roof and provide the energy?
Now, why were Austin and Houston selected?
Well, as you know, when you talk about heat, it's you have to be in the southern part of the country.
We have plenty
And
of that.
absolutely. And it's not just the temperature. It is the temperature and the humidity. And it is also the exposure one would have in terms of whether it is directly being impacted in terms of the solar radiation coming on it, or you're in the shade. And so Houston and Austin provide two very contrasting images in some sense, one already a large city, another sprawling, one which is a coastal, one which is a mountain.
What did you find?
Well, we find that, like most problems that we are trying to solve, there are different ways we can do a solution, and each of them have their positives and negatives. When we just do an engineering solution, and we are doing some of that by having cool pavements in some of the neighborhoods, or we are trying to do photovoltaic cells on some of the roofs, then in those cases we actually have a slight warming during the day but cooling at night. But when you put trees, the trees actually lead to shade and cooling during the day, and obviously trees are not that effective at night. And so a combination of the two, where you have a nature-based solution like trees and an engineering solution, when you put them correctly, then we can at least see an impact in those regions where we have higher vulnerability to heat.
Professor Dev Niyogi from the University of Texas Jackson School of Geosciences, I appreciate your time today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.